As of yesterday, November 23rd, there are 27 confirmed cases of EHV associated with the WPRA event. South Dakota is the newest state to join the list of positive EHM cases. Ohio and Pennsylvania are now positive with respiratory EHV-1. This also may be wider than we're being made aware of, and the reason I say that is that South Dakota has had a case for the past 4 days, and it only just yesterday was confirmed on the maps. Arizona's Department of Agriculture is absolutely not messing around with this. Cases there are being made to temp check twice daily every horse on the property, and if owners do not comply with this, they will be charged with a Class 2 misdemeanor. I guess it's a good thing the NRHA futurity isn't in Arizona, but I know there's a lot of reining barns in Arizona. There's some information beginning to surface that the WPRA finals in Waco may not have been the beginning of the outbreak. A horse was showing signs of infection during the event, so it's reasonable to assume that it was contracted elsewhere. That being said, a horse arriving to a big event like that is still not ideal, but it is one, ultimately, that can happen to just about anyone. With all of that being said, AQHA put the alert out that there were 8 horses in attendance at the AQHA World Show who had been exposed to EHV-1 and listed the classes, everything from roping to performance halter stallion classes. The National Reining Horse Association still plans to hold its futurity with a modified schedule and some classes canceled. Elite Equine Spa was scheduled to attend the NRHA futurity as they offer mobile saltwater spa services. They released an announcement that they would not be attending, despite their high standard and frankly perfect setup for biosecurity measures, that there's too many variables at stake to make it worth the risk of potentially spreading the virus. Numerous professional horse hauling service providers have ceased operations for the time being or are only accepting hauls on a case-by-case basis. So far, many horses are not showing signs of EVH until EVM signs appear. As usual, there's a bunch of absolutely insane anti-vaxxers using this to be weird. On the other end of the spectrum, there are people using the epidemic to do product promotion. Capitalism. Sydney Graham's stallion contracted EHV-1 as they attended the WPRA race in Waco and the BFA in Guthrie, Oklahoma. I bring up this specific case because she said she likes to keep him away and secluded from other horses because he's a stud, and he still managed to become infected. She advises everyone to watch all of their horses for potential infection. Her case shows how easy it is to spread. Dr. Bridget Hellsberg, God bless her, is losing her damn mind over the crazy bouts of misinformation she keeps running into. Dr. Hellsberg is a doctor of veterinary medicine. She's seen explaining that the 14-day quarantine only happens and works if every single horse in America stops moving, which they won't. Even then, 14 days is just an incubation period, not the actual quarantine period they would need for the virus to run its course. She also was crashing out about people saying that ivermectin cures it, which coincidentally, there was another vet spreading that false information as well. There is some speculation that ivermectin might help treat it, but a treatment isn't a cure. This really is just 2020 again. Kathy Grimes deserves a pat on the back. She posted publicly that it was her horses in Spokane, Washington that tested positive for EHV-1. She was in Waco at the finals, stating she'd been to no other facility. This was done in good faith to hopefully put some Pacific Northwestern minds at ease. Britta Strain has been having a really rough go of it. She lost one of her breakaway horses, and another horse of hers is currently admitted to LSU fighting EHM.